Hi, it's Mark from Training Spark, and in this video we're going to show you how you can roll back LearnDash to an older version of the plugin. So if you've upgraded LearnDash to the most recent version and find that it has issues, perhaps things aren't displaying correctly or you have conflicts with other plugins, what you might need to do is roll back to an older version of the plugin. Now I should stress first that you should make sure you have a backup before you do this, and if you have an older backup that you can restore without causing many issues, perhaps a backup from a few hours ago, that's probably your safest bet before you start rolling back plugins. But if you do need to roll back plugins, then this is how you do it. Firstly, what you're going to need is a zip file of an older version of the plugin that you want to roll back to. So I have one here, but you can request these from LearnDash if you need to. I don't think at the time of recording that you can get these via your account on the LearnDash site, but you can request them, and you might even be able to restore one from an old backup of your site potentially just by looking in your plugins folder and seeing what's there. But basically what you're going to need is a zip file containing an older version of the plugin. So firstly, let's have a look at the plugin version that we currently have. I'm going to go to my WordPress dashboard here and then head to plugins and then scroll down to LearnDash LMS, and under here we'll see what version we currently have. And at the moment this is 4.3.0.2. And just for reference, the zip file that I have here is just version 4.3. So what I'm in effect doing is rolling back from version 4.3.0.2 to 4.3. To do this, while we're on this plugins page, what we can do is head to Add New. And the process is very similar to installing a plugin from scratch. What we would do is go to Upload Plugin, browse our computer to find the zip file for this plugin and choose it, and then click Install Now. This will upload and unpack the installer of the plugin. And what we'll find is that WordPress recognizes that this already exists. So it says destination folder already exists. And it will compare the two. So you can see that we're trying to install an uploaded version here of 4.3, and it recognizes that that is a lower number than the 4.3.0.2. So it knows that it's a rollback here, but it does allow us to go ahead and do that. So it's a bit of a warning this to say, are you sure you want to do this? This is an older version of the plugin. What we're going to do is say yes and carry on with it, but it does give you the option to cancel if you ever needed to. And it does come with a warning here saying that you should make sure you back up your database and files first, just because rolling back can potentially have some issues, but it's a video here where we're talking about if you do need to roll back. So we're trying to fix an issue here. So I'm going to replace the current with uploaded. And that says here, downgrading the plugin, removing the current plugin, and it says plugin downgraded successfully. So it's recognized here that we have downgraded the plugin to an older version. We'll click on this Go to Plugin Installer here, and we can see that when it loads, we're back on the plugins page. What we'll do is head over to Installed Plugins and scroll down to LearnDash LMS, and what we can see is that we've rolled back the plugin to version 4.3.0. And this should hopefully resolve any issues that you found with that upgrade. So just to add, you should only really roll back maybe a couple of minor versions at most, really. So you shouldn't roll back to a very old version of LearnDash or any other plugin, because that is likely to cause issues. If you're just rolling back a very small minor version or something like that, generally things will be okay. Not always the case, but you're more likely to have issues the further back you are going. So yeah, just be mindful that you don't want to necessarily roll back whole major versions or anything like that. So just make sure that the rollback is only to whatever you had before, ideally. So I hope you found this useful, and if you did, please give the video a like, and if you'd like to see more videos like this, please subscribe to the Training Spark YouTube channel.